Hello everyone. Now let's start the BPC peering, which is a most important topic of your AWS. Okay. Now, so guys, in this particular, what I have done, this particular content I have divided into two parts. Okay. Like in day 5 and in day 6. And what I will do, your BPC peering I will try to cover today. If something is left, we will basically discuss in the next lecture. Okay. And in tomorrow, I will basically start with the BPC endpoint, which is gateway endpoint and interface endpoint. And there is a one more topic with regards to endpoint, which is private link. Okay, so BPC private link. So these are the generally topics I am going to cover in this particular session now. Okay, so guys, before starting this BPC pairing, let me just tell you how easy to instance communicate across BPCs. Generally, let's suppose you have a two BPC, means you have a two data center. Let's suppose one data center you have in North Virginia region and another data center you have in Mumbai region in India, right? Now you want to allow the communication between the resources which are hosted across two BPCs. What do you have to do? They can able to communicate using public to public, means they can only able to use the public IP address for the communication purpose. Let me just show you this part first. See, if you will see this particular diagram, I have a BPC A. Let's take an example. It is in North Virginia region, and we have a BPC B. Let's say it is in Mumbai region in India. Or let's take an example. This particular BPCs can be in North Virginia region as well. But just remember one thing. See, whatever resources you will deploy into this BPC, right? They can able to communicate within the BPC, right? But this BPC is a isolated networks, right? This BPC will not have any type of relationship with the another BPC, which is BPCB. And if any of the resources, let's suppose this public instance, which is A, and public instance B, if these two instances wants to communicate with each other, what they will communicate via the internet using their public IP address. This is the method which is followed by the peoples right now, or this is the method which is followed by the peoples if they are not using BPC peering. Just remember. Okay. Now, EC2 instance communication across BPCs, private to public. If let's suppose we have a one EC2 instance behind the in a private subnet, then what we need if we want to start the communication from this particular EC2 instance A with the EC2 instance V, and this EC2 instance V is a part of BPC B, and this instance EC2A is a part of BPC A. What we have to do, we have to basically introduce the NAT gateway, then only they can able to communicate. So this is how the communication is happening, right? But guys, in AWS, what AWS has a one feature called BPC peering feature. With the help of BPC peering features, what we can able to do, let's take an example. I have a BPC A here, I have a BPC 1, I have a BPC 2, and in both of these BPC, I have a VM1 and VM2, and here also I have a VM3 and VM4. Now, if these particular VMs wants to communicate with each other, what they can able to do? If these two particular VMs wants to communicate with each other, what you have to do? You have to go with the BPC peering, right? Means you can create a peering between both the BPCs. Now, these resources can able to communicate privately with each other. And what? For the communication, whatever communication is happening through this BPC peering connection, all data is encrypted, and that particular traffic is going through the AWS global network. Means it is going through with the AWS backbone network. That time when these particular VMs, if they will communicate through the peering connection, which is this, what happens? their traffic will go through with the AWS backbone network. It will not follow the internet path. Just remember, it is not going to follow this internet path. They can able to communicate through the peering. Okay. One question from Sachi, he has asked, it is possible to connect another cloud like Azure or GCP in public to public? See, Sachi, public to public you can connect, right? Without any issue, because if if your EC2 instance or whatever VMs you are having in other cloud like Azure or GCP, if they have public IP address, you can able to communicate directly, right? Even though if you want to enable a communication, you can go with the IPsec tunnel, right? But peering type of connection is not possible between two public clouds like AWS to Azure. It is not happening. Okay. Now let's try to understand the theoretical stuff with regards to BPC. So BPC peering. A BPC peering connection is a networking connection between two BPCs. Means for BPC peering we need a two BPCs at least. Okay. That enables you to route the traffic between them using private IPv4 or IPv6 address. Means your BPC peering allow a communication using the private range. Just remember, instance in either BPC can communicate with each other as they are within the same network. It is a similar type of setup. Let me just tell, let's suppose you have two buildings in your office. Couple of servers you have in building 1 and couple of servers you have in building 2. Now, if you will connect your buildings with the help of one point to point connection, and whatever communication is happening through that link, right? This is a peering type of connection. Okay. You can create a BPC peering connection between your own BPC or with the BPC with another AWS account or with the BPC which are running in the different regions. Means let's suppose we have a two customer A and customer B, and if both customers hosted their resources over AWS, and if they want to enable the communication, they can able to enable the communication with the help of BPC peering between the BPC which are running on another AWS account. Okay, let's take an example. Let's suppose you have a one data center in North Virginia and one data center in Mumbai region. And if you want to allow the private to private communication, you can use the BPC peering. Means BPC peering can be possible with different regions as well. Okay. So BPC peerings allow you to create a virtual connection between two BPCs in same or different regions and in the same or different account. If you will see here, let's take an example. Let's suppose this particular BPC is a part of North Virginia region. Let's suppose this BPC is a part of Mumbai region. Let's suppose this particular BPC belongs to account A, means from company A, and this particular BPC belongs to account B, which is from company B. In that case also you can able to enable the private to private communication. Let's suppose you have a BPC in another region, maybe somewhere in Singapore. Let's say this particular BPC is from the company A, which is account A. In that case also you can able to enable the communication. If you have a one BPC North Virginia region A, and let's say you have a another BPC also in North Virginia region, you can also able to allow the communication. Okay. So means all these type of possibilities is going to happen. It is a direct encrypted network link. So BPC peering is a direct encrypted network link between two BPCs. So whatever this link is there, right? It's a direct link between like a point to point link, as I have mentioned. And whatever data is flowing through this link, it is encrypted. So no one can able to see your data. Traffic transit over the AWS global network means let's suppose guys, see, if you have a one BPC in North Virginia region and another BPC in Mumbai region, right? And if you will enable the peering, then whatever data is coming from North Virginia, which is USA, to Mumbai, which is India, all that data will come through the AWS global network or AWS backbone network. Okay. When we are configuring the peering connection between the BPCs or the cross region peering we are doing. Okay. Connect to BPCs privately using AWS networks. Make them behave as if they were in the same network. Peered BPC can be in the same AWS region or the across the regions. You can do BPC peering with another AWS account. It works same across region or same across account, means it work with the same region, cross region, same account, or the cross region, cross account. Okay. Public host names into peered BPC can resolve to private, means you can also able to use the DNS stuff, means if you will basically somehow by mistake you will basically put the public IP address, public DNS name of your one of the resource which is running in BPC, let's suppose 2, and your machine is on BPC 01. And from here, if you have typed the public host name, what will happen? You can, it will, that IP address will be resolved on the private IP. But for that, you have to do the configuration. This is an optional setting. Okay. If BPC peers are from the same region, then security group can reference into peer BPC security group, means we can also able to go with the security group reference if we are doing the BPC peering with the same region. Okay. BPC peering does not support transitive peering, means I will tell you what is transitive. For now, you can basically park this part. Let me just give you the basic overview of transitive, means let's suppose we have a BPC A here. We have a BPC B here. Let's say we have a BPC C here. Let's say we have created the peering between BPC A and B. And we have also created the peering between BPC B and C. Now, if this any resource from BPC A wants to communicate with the resource with BPC C, this is not going to happen. Means all the resources from A, they can only able to communicate with the resources on B. Or BPC C can only able to communicate with the resource with the B, not with the A. Okay. This is a limitation. This is the limitation of your BPC peering. And that is the main reason they have introduced the transit gateway, which is a hub type of environment. Okay. Each BPC needed BPC peer if we wants to allow the communication. Routing tables configuration is needed at both BPC for allowing the communication between the BPC peers. Security ground network ACLs can be used for filtering the traffic between two BPC peers. BPC peering connection cannot be created where if we have a overlapping CIDR. If there is a overlapping CIDR, BPC peering is not gonna happen. Just remember. Okay. Now let's do these things practically, guys. Consideration and all I will discuss in a while. DNS also I will discuss in a while. Let me just do first lab. BPC peering between two BPC on the same region, means let's take this example, guys. Okay. Let's go with three BPCs. What I will do, I will create these three BPCs on the same region, North Virginia. And I will launch one VM into these particular regions. And after that, I will basically show you how that communication is happening. This is the first lab which we are going to do, because in BPC peering, I am going to perform around 4 or 5 practicals in total. Okay. So let's just perform our first lab. So I'll go here and I'll just create the BPC. Or let me go into this BPC tab again. Into your BPC here. Let me click on create BPC. And I want to create a which is BPC 01. First BPC. Okay. And I will use the subnet which is 172.16.0.0/20. 172.16.0.0/20. First subnet is first BPC is created. I will create second with 17 and third which is 18 CIDR. Go here. And guys, in these VPC, just enable the DNS name. Go here, create BPC 02 172.17.0.0/20. You can use the 16 series as well, starting from 172.16.16.0/20, but I'm just using the separate subnet here. Okay. Second is also created. Go into the second one, enable added BPC settings and enable this DNS host name. Create the third VPC. BPC 03 172.18.0.0/20. Okay. Now I'll go here. I will edit the BPC settings and enable the DNS hostname. See, 3 BPC has been created. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and I will create the subnet for each BPC. So I will create two subnet. Subnet 1 and subnet 2. I will create BPC 01. BPC 01 subnet 01. Availability zone is 1A. 172.16 1.0/24. Create another subnet. Subnet 2 here. 1V 172.16 2.0/24. Created. Create the subnet again on BPC2 now. Subnet 1 for BPC2. 1A. And the IP CIDR for subnet is 172.17 1.0/20/24. Go here. BPC2 subnet 2 in 1B 172.17 2.0/24. Go here and create these two subnets. Now create two subnets on BPC3. BPC3 subnet 01 1A 172.18 1.0/24. BPC3 subnet 2. See, you can select any availability zone, but I'm going with 1A and 1B only. 18 2.0/24. You can create any subnet, but here I'm just going with the basic setup. I've created these six subnets, right? I'll go here, refresh. We have a route tables as well, right? This is your main route table for BPC0. BPC01 main route table. Let me just rename it properly so you will not get confused. This is BPC2 route table. And we have a BPC3 route table. Okay. Go to into internet gateway and create the three internet gateways. BPC01 I gateway. Because why I'm creating this internet gateway? Because by end of the day, I need to access my EC2 machines, right? And without internet gateway, I cannot able to access. So that is the reason. Create one more. BPC02 I gateway, and BPC3 I gateway. BPC03 I gateway. Yes, Mahesh, we can use the connect console as well. That is correct. But I want to go in this way. Okay. You can try on that way as well. That's not a problem. Now, BPC01 I gateway attached with the BPC. So first gateway I will attach with the BPC1. Second, I will attach with the BPC2. And third, I can basically attach with the BPC3. Attached. This time, guys, what I am doing, see, these are the subnets, right? Okay. So what I will do, and from the route table, see, I will use main route table and I will create one route table as well. Okay. So I'll go here. Let me just create BPC, or for simplicity, I can use the same route table as well. This main route table, there is no any harm to use it. Okay. If you don't want to create multiple route tables, so you can use the same one. But I will always recommend you can create at least BPC01 private route table. Created subnet association, and what you can do, we have a two subnets, right? So I just put one subnet into like BPC01 one subnet, or maybe the secondary one into this privates route tables, because this is how in the production environment you will see the things. Okay. Then we can create one more BPC2 private, BPC02 private route table, and I'm using this BPC2 here. Edit the subnet, not route, it's subnet association. And let me just select here BPC02 subnet 02. Okay. And I can create one more for BPC3. BPC03 private route table. Select your BPC3 subnet association and just put the BPC3 subnet 2 to this route table. Now you can see we have the things. Refresh. You can able to see we have a three private route table and we have a main route table, right? Go into this main route table and add the default or routing. I can, or let me just change the routing. Okay. In main route table, I'll go here and I will add the default route towards the internet. Into BPC2 main route table, I'll go here into the routes and I will add the default route. Now I'll go here into the BPC3 main route table. Let me add the route here as well. Okay, you can see I have the routes as well, and I do have a private subnets. Right now I'll go into my EC2 and let me just create 3 EC2 machines into each BPC. Okay, I'll go here, I will launch, and what I will just put VM01 from BPC01. Okay, go here. Key pair, let me just use the demo key pair, which is the which one I was using from previous as well. And let me just put this in a BPC01 subnet, and I want a public IP address so I can able to access this. Security group. Let me create one security group which is allow all, so it will allow all the traffic. And let me just allow the traffic, which is all traffic. And which is 172.16.1.100. Let me use this IP address because I'm using the same CIDR, right? Go ahead and just create. So my one EC2 instance is launched, right? It is pending. Now I'll go here and let me now deploy this VM3 on my BPC2. VM03 from BPC02. Select the key pair, which is demo key pair. I'll go here. I'll select my BPC2 and I will just go with the BPC2 subnet 01. I will select the enable public IP address, security zone. Sorry, this security group, I will just go with allow all. And this is from BPC02. Let me allow all the traffic for now. And this machine, I will go with 172.17.1.100. This is the static IP. Now go and launch one more VM. And guys, see, right now I'm just using the same reason. Okay. Now BPC 03 VM 5 05. Select the key pair, which is demo key pair. Edit, change the BPC, which is BPC3. Use the subnet 01. Enable the public IP. Allow all BPC03. And configure the IP, which is 172.16, sorry, 172.18, 1.100. Launch. I have launched these VMs, right? You can see my first VM is ready. I'll select, this is the private IP address and this is the public IP. I will just copy this public IP address and I will open my putty. I'll just select EC2. Let me load EC2. I'll just change the IP address. And I hope I was using the correct key. So I will use this demo key pair. Open. Accept. And I have the access. I have the access of one of the VM, which is VM01, right? And I can just ping to Google. Ping to internet is happening, right? Which is fine. Now, I have this VM, which is VM2. So BPC, which is where is BPC2? This is the one BPC2, right? So this is the public, this is the private IP address. See right now, if I do ping with this private IP address, you can see ping is not happening, right? But if I'll select this public IP address and if I'll do the ping to public IP address, by a public IP address, I can able to reach, right? If you will trace route, you can see this is the path they are following right now, right? It is going till this because see this public IP address in the same AWS region. So that is the reason you are not able to see many hopes here. Okay. Now I'll go here. Let me just take the access of this VM as well. So I'll go and let me just open new connection. EC2 load. Let's change the IP address. Control V and open it. And I have the access of my VM2. And if I will do the ping to Google, see, internet access is working fine. But if from this machine, if I will do the ping to 172.16.1.100, see, ping is not happening. Means private to private communication is not happening right now. And if I'll go here on this VM5, which is a part of BPC3, I'll copy this particular public IP address. Let me refresh. Meanwhile, let me go here and let me just take the access. Let me load my session detail. Start. I will accept the public key and I have access of my VM5, right? Ping to Google. It's working. See? But ping to 172.16.1.100 is not happening. Even though ping to 172.17.1.100 is also not happening, right? Now, let's do the practical. Let's configure the BPC peering so they can able to communicate. And what I am doing, guys, right now, I am doing BPC peering between two BPCs or three BPCs which belongs to the same region. And right now, all are BPC. This BPC 1, 2, and 3, they are from the same region, North Virginia. And even though account is also same, see, same account. So what to configure the peering, you can go into this peering connection. So remember one thing, this is the setup. And if you want to configure the peering in this setup, what do you have to do? You have to create a one peering connection between BPC1 and BPC2. You have to create one peering connection between BPC1 and BPC3. And we have to create one peering connection between BPC3 and BPC2. Then only they can able to communicate. So we have to create three peering connections. How we can do that? Let's see. Configuration is very easy. Peering connection, create a peering connection. Let me give the name here. This peering connection I'm creating between BPC01 and BPC02. And guys, this BPC peering is a paid service, just remember. Select your requester BPC. So let me just go like the BPC01 to BPC02. Means this is the requester, this is the acceptor. Okay. So I will select BPC01 is the requester, this is the CIDR. Now, here is a trick, guys. See, select another account to peer with. Right now, we all three BPCs belongs to the same account, right? So I will go with my account. If they belongs to different account, then you have to select another account. Right now, I've just select my account. This region or the another region. This is with my region because all three BPCs are part of same North Virginia region. So this region only. Select here. And acceptor BPC, I want to select here BPC2. Go and create the peering connection. You can accept or reject this peering connection request. See, created, requester BPC, acceptor BPC, right? Check all these details, go to into peering connection. Right now you can see peering acceptance is you have to do by yourself because you know what happens. See, let me just show you here. See, this is my BPC01. This is my BPC02. When you will create this BPC peering between both the BPC, what happens? See, this is a requester right now, and this is the acceptor, right? So what happens? You have to go to into this peering tab, and until you will basically accept. If you will not accept, then this connection will not create. Means you have to do the acceptance. Let's suppose if this particular BPC North Virginia region and this suppose in Mumbai region, right? Then this request for acceptance, you will get into the Mumbai region. You have to go to into the Mumbai region and you have to check into the peering connection tab. Okay, how you can accept? You can go here, select action. You can just go and accept the request. If you will reject this request, that time peering connection will not work. So go and accept the request. And as you will accept the request, you want to modify the route table. I will do that in a while. Let's go and refresh. Right now you can see peering connection is active, means my peering connection is active, means this VM01 can able to communicate this VM3, or VM3 can able to communicate with this VM01. Let's see if they are able to communicate or not. I'll go into my VM01 and I'll just do ping to 172.17.1.100. Ping is not working. From here also, ping to 172.16.1.100. These are the private IP, and see, ping is not happening. Why ping is not working? Because we have to do the route table modification. Without route table, this will not work. So what we have to do in the route table, you can go into your route table here. Let me just open this route table into some different tab here, guys. Okay. Go to into route tables. Go to into your BPC01 main route table. Go to into the routes. Edit the routes, and you can go ahead and just put 172.17.0.0/20. This is the BPC CIDR. Go here. And what is the next step? Next step is peering connection. What is the peering connection? Peering connection is BPC01 to BPC02. Go and just save. So this is the BPC0 main route table. You can go here into BPC01 private route table. See if we have some instance on private route table. This route table also we needs to modify. Just remember 172.17.0.0/20 at the route peering connection towards this. Now you can see we have added the route. See, we have added the route on the BPC's one's route tables. Now we also needs to do the same thing on BPC2 route tables. So I will select the BPC2 private route tables, go into the routes and add it. And here I have to add the route towards 172.16.0.0/20. Go to into the peering connection and just select that the peering connection. Now go to into the main route table of BPC2, which is this routes, edit the routes 172.16.0.0/20, and the peering connection is BPC1 to BPC2. Go ahead and just create. Now, as soon as you will add, and you can see they have start communicating with each other. Both the BMs has start communication. Private to private communication, guys. So this is known as private to private communication. Right? Go here and just type Control C, Control C. Now, let me do one more test here. I'll go here. Let me just go to into VM2 public. Sorry, not that one. BPC0, BPC2. Where is that one? 1 minute. Let me refresh it. This is the BPC2. Let me just select the public DNS name. I'll go here into this and let me just do the ping to this name. Right now, see, ping is happening, but it is resolving with the public IP address, right? Right now it's this communication is not happening privately. Just remember, okay? So there is a configuration which we need to do with regards to DNS, and that part I will discuss. Okay. That part I will discuss. Edit DNS settings. Allow the acceptor BPC to resolve the DNS and allow the requester BPC to resolve the DNS. Go and save the changes. Once you will do that thing basically, and if this time you will basically access with the public IP address, see it is getting from the cache, I hope. So what I can do, I'll go here and let me just select my first VM and I'll copy this public IP address and I'll go here into my BPC2, which is BBM3, and from here if I will do the ping, see it is resolving with the private IP address, not the public one. So this is how we can able to enable the DNS related settings, right? So if somebody is typing the DNS name, which is the public DNS name of that VM, they can able to send that traffic through the BPC connection because that IP address will resolve with the private IP address. Okay. No, first one, let me just try. See, this time it is resolving with the private only. Right now, guys, see, right now, my VM3, which is a part of BPC2, or let me just go into one of the VM, which is a part of my BPC3, right? If BPC3 VM is try to communicate with 172.16.1.100, shipping is not happening. And if it will try to communicate with the 17, a ping is not happening. Now let me just create the another BPC connection. That one. See, right now we have just created this connection. See this one. This is the one is created. Now let me just create this one and let me create this one. So we can able to enable the end-to-end communication, right? So go here into the peering connection, create a peering connection. And what I will do, I want to create that peering connection between from BPC 012 BPC 03. Requester, see, you can go, you can select requester 3 as well. It's not like that, okay? But you can, I select the requester which is BPC01 and acceptor BPC is the same from same account, same reason, which is BPC3. Go here and create that peering connection. Go here. See, you will get the connection. Go here and accept that connection. Now create the another peering connection between BPC 022 BPC 03. See, requester BPC is 02 and acceptor BPC is also from the same region, same account, which is BPC 3. Go ahead and just create that connection as well. Go ahead here and just refresh the tab. Select this one and just accept the connection. Accept that request. Accepted. Now, see, right now we have created the connection, but still ping is not happening. What I have to do, we have to do the route table modification. So I'll go here and I will go into BPC3 main route table, into the route, edit the routes, and what I will do, I will add here two route, which is 172.16 0.0/20. Next up is BPC peering, and that peering connection is which is BPC 223 or BPC 123. So I want to select which is BPC 012, BPC 03 because I am modifying the route table of BPC 3. Okay. Add one more 172.17 0.0/20. And this time I will select the peering connection, which is between BPC 2 and 3. Save the changes. See, I don't have, if you want, you can make the changes on BPC3 private route table as well, but I don't have anything here. So I just go with this to save some time. I'll now go to into BPC2, BPC1 main route table into the routes. And here I have to add the route for 172. Here I have a route for, let me just cancel it. Let me just check. BPC01 main route table routes. Add the routes here, and I will just add one route towards 172.17.0.0/20 via the BPC peering connection, which is BPC01 to 2, and for 172.18.0.0/20 for the BPC peering, which is between BPC1 and 3. Oh, this route is already exists, but I'm not sure. I'm not able to see it properly. Okay, let me just remove it. Okay, I think, yeah, we have already that route here. Now I'll go into the BPC2 main route table. So routing is very important thing, guys, in AWS. You can able to segregate, you have to know how you can segregate the traffic. And select here BPC peering connection, which is between 2 and 3, right? Go and change. See, we have these 3 routes. Now go here, you can see ping has start working with the between BPC 3 to BPC 1, right? And from BPC 3 to BPC 2, which is like first. So I will use 16. So with the BPC 3 to BPC 1 is working properly, then BPC 3 to 2 is also working fine. So this is how we can able to basically do the configuration. That's how we can able to achieve this particular peering related task within the same region, same account and same region. Now let's try to do the BPC peering between two different region, but account is same. So what I will do, I'll go here. Okay, I'll go here. Let me open one more BPC tab at the end. Let me close this. I will add one EC2 tab as well. And I will just put this here, and let me just change my region. And this time, let me just go with the Mumbai region. Here also, let me just change and let me just select a Mumbai region. So in Mumbai region, I'll go into my BPC tab. Let me create here one more BPC. BPC, which is a part of Mumbai region. So I'll just go with Mumbai. Now I'll go here. Let me just use here one more series. Let's suppose I'm using 192, 168, or 172. So let me use another series here. Or what I can do? Let me use 172, 16, then 19.0/172.19.0.0/20. I'm using this particular CIDR for Mumbai. Create, go into the subnets, create the subnet. Guys, I'm just going with the BPC Mumbai subnet 01. Let me just go with the first subnet only. AC, I will go with the US East 1A region. And I am using here 172.19.1.0/24 series. Let me create one more subnet, subnet 2 in 1V, 172.19.2.0/24. Create these subnets. I'll go with the route tables. So BPC, Mumbai, main route table. So I will just use this main route table only. And guys, in this particular reason, I'm not going to configure any type of internet gateway. Oh, I'll go with the basic setup. Okay. Now, this is what I'm having right now. I'll go here into my EC2 console instances and let me launch one EC2 machine on my Mumbai region. Okay. I'll go here and I'll just type VM0 VM in Mumbai region. I will use the Amazon EC2 key pair. Let me just see if I have that key pair. So Mumbai key pair. NV demo. I have deleted that Mumbai one. So let me do one thing. Let me create a new key pair. Demo Mumbai. I will just download the PPK file. Created. It will save into my key pair folder. That is fine. Added. I will put this machine into my subnet one. So I don't want any public IP address. So I'll go in this way. I will just go and just allow all the traffic. Allow all traffic. Advance. And I want the IP address which is 172.19.1.100. Everything is fine. Go ahead and just launch this machine. Machine is launched. Now guys, what I will do, let me make some space here. What I have done now, let's suppose this is my BPC in Mumbai region. Okay. And I will enable the BPC peering between both the BPC, VPC1 and BPC, which is in Mumbai region. Here I have one machine and here I am using 172.19.0.0/20 subnet. I'm going to create only one peering connection between this BPC and this. I will not create with them as well. Okay. I don't want to create that because if you know how to do it between one, that is enough. Okay. Now, this is the route table game, guys. So I will explain this route table again in some time. Now let me just see this machine is ready. In this machine, there is no public IP address, right? And if I'll go here on my first machine, on my BPC01, which is a part of North Virginia region, if I will initiate a ping, see ping is not happening. There is no ping, right? One more thing, let me go into this BPC and let me just enable the DNS part. Enable DNS host name. So this machine will get one of the DNS name here. Right now it is not having any. Yeah, it has this DNS, sorry. It has this DNS name already. Now, Now what I will do, I'll go here into this peering. Right now you can see I don't have anything. And if I'll go into my console, this peering connection here. Okay. And what I will create a new connection. And this time I will give the name BPC01 in North Virginia region to BPC01 in Mumbai region. What is the requester BPC? Requester BPC is BPC01. See, now select the another BPC. So guys, this particular BPC is a part of Mumbai region, but account ID is similar, right? Because they are part of same account. So same account, this region, no, this BPC belongs to different region, right? The second one. So I'll just select the another region. And what is the reason? You can basically look your regions here. So it's a part of Asia, Pacific Mumbai region. I'll select Mumbai region and you will get what is the BPC ID. So you can go here, go into this BPC and just copy this BPC ID. Go here and just put the BPC ID. Go and just create. So you can see right now, if you will check, this is the one which we have created, right? If you will able to see right now, you are not getting any options to accept the request. That accept request you will get into your Mumbai region BPC tab here in peering connection. And see, we are getting this request. And right now, if you will check here, see right now pending acceptance, if you will go here into Mumbai region, select your connection and you can also put the name. This is the connection between BPC01 North Virginia to BPC01 in Mumbai region. Given it this name, go here and accept the request. And as soon as you will accept the request, now if you will go here, if you will refresh, now it is available. You can see. Now you can go here into your route tables, into BPC01 main route table, into the routes, edit the routes, and add one route towards 172.19.0.0/20. What is the peering connection here? Peering connection is this one, BPC01 North Virginia to BPC01 Mumbai. Go and select. Go here. Right now you can see. Right now see ping is not happening. But if you will go here into Mumbai region, into this peering connection is established, right? It is active. Now go to into the route table here, into main route table, edit the route and add one route towards 172.16.0.0/20 and via the BPC peering connection. As soon as you will do that, ping is start working. Right? Now guys, if you want to take the SHS access of that machine, what do you have to do? Type sudo -i. You can able to take the SHS what? This is the key. This is the key pair, right? You have to basically use this particular key pair. First, you have to convert it. And after that, you have to basically use that key pair to log in into that particular VM, right? So let me just do that 1 minute, guys. Let me connect my charger. Okay. Now I'll go here. I'll open Putizen. I load the key, demo key pair, select it, conversion, export as a OpenSSL key. 1 minute, select here and export as a OpenSSL key. I don't want any password and just put here .pem file. Close it. Go here. Open this. Copy this. Nano. Mumbai. Key pair. Put any name. .pem. Right click. So it will copy. Control X. Then press Y. Hit enter. Chmod 600. Mumbai key pair. Now SHS -I. Mumbai key pair. EC2 hyphen user at the rate 172.19.1.100, and you can able to see I will get the access. I have the access of Mumbai machine. So guys, now if you have seen, I can able to basically communicate via the BPC peering, right? And this is a different reason altogether. It's a BPC connection with the different reason. Okay, because I have a VPC 01, let's suppose here, and I have a Mumbai VPC somewhere here in Asia Pacific in Mumbai in India, right? And this is in North Virginia, and they can able to communicate privately with each other. And if you want to check, let's do one more test here. See, you can trace route 172.16.1.100. See, direct connection. Only one hop. Exit. Again, I'm in the North Virginia VM01, right? In BPC 01. Now if I do the trace route from this VM to the VM which is a part of my Mumbai region, see, just one hop away. It's a direct connection. This is the one of the use case, guys. Also with regards to BPC peering. Now, in the BPC peering, let me tell you, see, if you have a setup like this, I have a BPC 0, BPC1, BPC2, and BPC3, right? And if I have these particular subnets, I have a two subnets on each of these particular regions, right? Now what happens? See, in BPC route table, you have to add two routes if you are creating the peering between BPC2 and BPC3 on BPC1. One route pointing to bus, this particular peering connection, and another route is pointing toward this peering connection. You can see the routing here. 172.70.0.20 is reachable via this, and 172.18.0.0, which is this CADR, is reachable via this. So this is how we have to do the routing related changes. On the BPC3 route tables, I have to add one route to bus this and one route to bus this via this particular peering connection, via this particular peering connection. Same here on BPC2, I have to add the route one towards this BPC1 and another one towards BPC3 via these peering connections. So that's how we have to do the peering connection. That's how we have to configure the BPC peering, guys. Now it's a paid service, remember. So what do you have to do if you are creating anything, any configuration with regards to peering? You have to go and select it, destroy it, delete everything. That's how you can able to delete the things basically with regards to your BPC. So one connection is deleted, delete all of them one by one. Not manage, I want to delete it. Delete the route table as well. Delete the route as well, which is we are having into route table. Go to into BPC2, delete it. Otherwise, if you will not delete, then they will basically charge the amount. Now select this and delete this particular peering as well. So this is how we can able to destroy our resources. You can go here into BPC dashboard and you can basically check the status, what you are having. Now into this Mumbai region BPC, go into this peering connection. See, it is already deleted. So if you will delete from other end, it will delete from both the ends. Okay. Go to into EC2 dashboard. And I have this EC2 machine. Let me go and just terminate this EC2 machine as well because I don't want to pay anything. Go here and just terminate these machines as well because I will recreate these machines tomorrow when we will discuss with the different account. So that's how we can able to basically delete generally or destroy our resources after the lab. That's how we can able to do the decommissioning. It's done. Go into the dashboard, go here into this dashboard and do the monitoring of all the things. Refresh and you can see I have a 3 BPC, 6 subnets, peering connection which is already deleted, route tables, internet gateway, all these things because internet gateway and route tables they will not charge anything. So I will basically go in this way. In EC2, let me refresh. I have a key pair security group, which is fine. Instance, I have a 3, which is already deleted, right? Terminated. So I don't need to pay anything. Now go to into Mumbai region, check the resource. I have one BPC. If you want, you can delete that BPC as well. It will delete all the other BPC component. Because in Mumbai region, I don't need it at all actually. Now EC2, you can refresh. And let me also delete the key pair. Lab I will delete. Demo Mumbai, let me delete this as well. I will just leave 1 minute. Today is the 17th, so I just leave this one. Let me delete that one. These two. I will leave which I have created today only. So guys, always remember when you have a setup like this, always try to delete all the resources so they will not cost the amount with you. Okay. So that is what which I wanted to cover with regards to this BPC peering. Now this third lab is left, and apart from that basically I will also go through with the limitation, then I will go through with some BPC peering configuration, right? There are a couple of invalid scenarios, there are a couple of things which we have to look with regards to the overlapping subnets, right? All these things I'm going to cover because I have a couple of things as well. So this is the one which I will use, and I will basically explain lots of things using this diagram, and that I will basically do in the tomorrow session. Okay. Do I have take the backup of this or not? Just give me one more second, guys. This is the one diagram. I don't have took any type of backup for this. Oh, I have a overlapping subnet one. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is what which I wanted to cover with regards to our today's class. Now let me just